Dealers.com. RDX MSRP 37.3. Dealers set their own price. Destination and handling are extra.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
And now get ready for WTF.
You want to prove once for all that I'm better than you? Strap up.
Bring it on, Big Brother Tin Man.
Whose take is first? Brought to you by TireOutlet.com. Wholesale prices, premium service.
All right, let's crank it up. 7:21. Good morning, Jacksonville. Ow! ETN, WTF, all under advisement. We hear you.
ETN as a PPV?
Yeah,
event?
we were thinking about charging $5 a month
ETN pay
to the Googans for ETN PPL.
Yeah.
Pay per listen.
Pay per listen.
And going at it. One of the Googans last night tweeted me that ETN sucks. Sorry, Junebug.
Wow.
So I said, well, I guess then you won't be a client. But,
Wowie.
yeah, that's in the works as well, ETN PPL, much like the Tiger and Phil,
Yes.
Pay-per-view. Because somebody's got to pay those.
I guess
pay those guys
back to
$9
put a
million.
summation on like the Ultimate Vengeance. I want Zach Smith to pay a price.
That's fine.
His price is
I think-
nothing. He has not gotten nothing.
Well, he'll never coach again.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's nothing.
Yeah.
If you did these things that
Yeah.
bruised a woman, then what the hell is going on? Why aren't you being charged?
Yeah.
Why aren't you in jail?
Yeah.
And so I don't want to take out all my anger about anyone who may or
doesn't
might
matter.
not have known.
Yeah, but
where do you draw the line? Why is
take
it
out
Shelley
anger,
then be fired?
Take out anger of what? Nobody's taking out anger. The question is, should Urban Meyer keep his
No,
job?
this is
yes or no?
anger. This is anger. I don't know. Stop characterizing this as sadness
It
or
doesn't.
anything else.
It doesn't
It's
matter
anger.
what it is.
Well, you just said it wasn't. That's why I was saying.
Well,
yeah.
and, obviously.
Anger is what the emotion is from everyone.
That's going to be the day's big talker.
Yeah.
And I guess the question is, because you guys spent a lot of time on it in the last segment.
Yes.
But now that we know what the punishment is, he's not
Yes.
fired. It's 3 games.
Not only is he not fired, he's not really suspended for 3 games. He's suspended 1 game. Then
Yeah.
he can coach, and then he can't be on the sidelines of games 2 and 3.
Yeah. So once the 3 games is served and
Yeah.
he's back full time on the sidelines for Ohio State,
Uh-huh.
will there be a lasting fallout from this, or will this be forgotten by the time we get to the end of the football season?
Well, we kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday. Maybe not by the end of the football season, but depending on what other mishaps occur between now and the end of Urban's career, I imagine that he'll outlive it. There's still a lot to be learned about this story. Again, I have a hard time wondering how Zach Smith isn't in more trouble if crimes were committed. For the life of me, I mean, you don't have to press charges for someone to. Why? That's the one part of this story that doesn't make sense to me, which is why I'm withholding my harshest judgment. That something still doesn't feel right. Ohio State's run by smart people. They're not going to just throw their entire reputation, away for Urban Meyer. There is a side to this story from either the police or the parties involved or something that is limiting the reaction.
Yeah. Well, to answer the question, I think he's forever tainted. I don't think it'll ever go away. I think he's going to carry that with him like a scarlet letter for the rest of his career. I think it's akin to Woody Hayes. When you talk about the greatness of Woody Hayes, inevitably what comes up? He slugged Charlie Bauman. You know the Clemson player's name that he hit. And I think for Urban Meyer, as great a coach as he's been, 73-8 at Ohio State, 3 national championships, won everywhere he's gone. He also, is thought of as dirty as the day is long. And it's win at all cost, Urban Meyer. I mean, that's what that's.
To you, the stain and the reaction is this, and the feeling towards is the same as if he had abused Shelley.
No, I don't know what you're trying to lead me down here.
Not you. I'm in general. I mean,
what are you saying?
Well,
no, that's not what I said. He covered up. He knew about what went on, and you said he shouldn't be fired unless he covered it up. He covered it up. He knew.
Well, I didn't say he shouldn't be fired unless
he
he covered it up. Or that's not how I meant it.
He knew he was He knew that the guy he's letting coach his kids is a bad human. He admitted it basically last night that he was jaded because he was Earl Bruce's grandson, and he looked the other way time and time and time and time again. He did.
Okay, that's 5 times there.
Yeah, I would say 5 times. I would say starting in 09, he could have fired him. I'd say after the DUI, he could have fired him. I would say in 15, he could have fired him. I would say in 16, when he went to the strip club, he could have fired him. Again, just read the report. I mean, the report is much more damning than all the little pieces that we're getting, if you ask me. So
Yeah, I'm thinking more big picture than this.
And he didn't fire him
than
until
this specific
and he
incident,
didn't
I
fire
guess.
him.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, he
doing.
didn't fire him until he got caught. That's when he finally fired him. And then he doesn't remember. And then they determined that he really wasn't lying 9 times when he lied at media days. 9 times. It wasn't once.
I get all those parts of Urban Meyer that are no different than what he was at Florida. None.
Correct.
I mean, if you're firing him for all those things, he should have been fired in Gainesville. I mean, to me, this is about the domestic violence. It's not about the other little things that every coach does. Nick Saban, all of them. All of them aren't truthful with the media. Sometimes in more serious situations than others.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer completely misjudged what the follow-up and reaction was going to be when he did avoid the truth at media days. That's for sure.
And
I'm not
and
comfortable
of course
with firing people for things that other people did. That's the only thing that to me would save Urban Meyer's job.
It's not what Zach Smith did. It's what Urban didn't do. That's why you're being fired, Urban, because it's what you didn't do. You didn't report it like it says right here on page 3 of your contract in big bold letters.
I guess
that's why you're being fired.
That loses its punch to me because the police knew. I don't know who you turned it into if not the police.
Not only are you being fired, you're being
you can't fire somebody for an allegation.
Your superiors. That's who you turned it into.
Well, they knew. His athletic director
Smith
knew.
told him in 2015. Well, Urban Meyer didn't go to Gene Smith, so in essence,
the timeline,
Urban Meyer didn't tell anybody.
So Urban knew already when Gene Smith told him?
I don't know. The way it was presented last night, the Ohio State athletic director told Urban in 2015.
Well, maybe that's the first he heard of that in 2015.
Okay, then it's incumbent on both of them to go and tell up the chain of command.
Well, according to our logic here, it's more incumbent on Gene Smith than Urban Meyer because he's higher in the chain.
Okay, so Urban's like, I get away with it because my boss.
Well,
knows
no, getting away with it is if you committed a crime.
He asked his guy his how do you scrub text messages off my phone? I mean, what? I don't know what else to say. We don't agree,
we all
so
do
it's fine. Yeah.
We all like to scrub the backlog.
Scrub it.
I'm sorry.
Need to scrub it.
I'm scrubbing mine right now, so hold on.
Scrubbing Dan from the frequent callers.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead to me now.
Anyway, so the bottom line is this: Urban Meyer will be around to coach, but I personally I think
maybe I'm just not as emotional reacting because this is exactly what I expected. Exactly what I said yesterday. It was one game more than what I thought. This is what I thought Ohio State would do. This is how I thought they would rationalize it. And my anger right now, if I were going to get riled up, is toward a guy. If he did these things, why is he not being punished? Why is he not being charged? Why isn't he in jail right now rather than, whatever place that he likes to hang out, which apparently are a bunch of netherworld places? That's the part I don't understand. Why didn't the media immediately leave this hearing about football and march down to the police headquarters and demand justice from them?
Yeah.
That's the part that is strange to me. Why is that not happening?
But that should give Urban Meyer a pass, in your opinion.
I don't think he got a pass.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think he got a pass.
Yeah. He covered up.
That cover-up is way too strong a word, man.
Not too strong.
It is too strong a word.
He covered it up.
Cover-up is taking initiative on your own to change the...
Scrubbing text messages is taking initiative on your own to cover up.
Unless there are text messages.
Because he doesn't want people to know that Shelly's texting him, Herbs, we got a problem.
Well...
Because he doesn't want people to know that, hey, did you hear about Zach? Did you hear what Zach did this time?
So
that's called covering up.
If Urban Meyer had fired
that's like taking the old files and going to the shredder and putting them in.
If Urban Meyer had fired him in 2016, it'd be fine.
Huh?
What if Urban Meyer had fired him in 2016? Everything's great. Everything's fine.
Well, 15 probably. I would say probably.
I mean, at some point we have to at least make sure, don't we?
Well, yeah.
What
however
if
you want to do
the Lord comes to you tomorrow? Jeff touched me in the closet. Am I fired?
No, but I'm going up the chain.
Huh? Yeah.
No, but if I had evidence, photographic evidence that you did something wrong to me, I bet you would be suspended without pay immediately.
I feel like I'm like a pro bono defense lawyer. I'm a public defender right now. So understand that I'm arguing for argue here. Well, photographic evidence would be with my hands on you.
Correct.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not effects of someone's hands on you. It would be photographic evidence would be my hands on you.
Yeah, you're a horrible pro bono lawyer because this is ridiculous for you to even suggest.
I'm not even going down that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not ridiculous to think that he shouldn't be fired. That's not ridiculous, and it doesn't make you complicit in accepting domestic violence. It's just separating two incredibly different stories: the story of domestic abuse and the story of interoffice, communications. I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, to me, I thought that all these things were in place so that it goes up the chain, and then the chain says, "My God, we got to go to the police. Someone has to do something."
Yeah.
That's to me what the chain of command is there for, so that somebody can't steamroll along and not be, and the authorities not be made aware. But maybe that's not what maybe that's not what it's intended for. I don't know. I don't know. I'm missing the point on this one. I am. I don't understand why it's okay that no one has done anything who has the power to do something.
Well, he had the power
to fire him.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything for Courtney Smith.
But it does show the entire football team, all the other coaches, you cannot behave like this and either keep your job or keep your place on this team. Instead, he sent the message, you get to carry on about your life and live it however you want to live it. Even though I preach one way, I'm not actually going to enforce
that. And that makes him a jerk.
It does.
That makes him a jerk.
A very powerful jerk. And that's my problem with it.
Yeah. And if that all played out exactly like that, then yeah, that's certainly a valid counter argument. That was fun. Yeah. Can anything else? World hunger. Can we do that when we return? But we're going to go into the details of the Molly Tibbetts murder next on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL has stacked the lineup. The Drill.